The Late Show with Stephen Colbert studio pulsed with a restless energy last night. The air thick, electric, nobody expecting the seismic shockwave that erupted when Bill Gates, global philanthropist and tech titan, was forcibly kicked off the set after a heated clash with host Stephen Colbert, a jaw-dropping moment that left the audience stunned. The crew scrambling, social media exploding with the fallout. Sources say what began as a breezy talk show segment meant to riff on Gates' global health initiatives, spiraled into a brutal showdown, Gates' earnest resolve colliding with Colbert's biting satire, a spectacle already the night's viral bombshell. Before we dive into this electrifying saga, drop a comment with where you're watching from. Let's see how far this blaze spreads. The New York studio glowed under dazzling lights, the band's upbeat intro fading, the crowd buzzing with anticipation. Gates strode out, his navy sweater casual yet polished, glasses glinting, his demeanor calm, deliberate. The man who'd reshaped tech and global health without blinking. He settled into the guest chair, hands steady, eyes alert, not nervous. He didn't do nervous, not after years of facing skeptical world leaders and X-fueled conspiracies. The producers, buzzing backstage, had urged, "Keep it fun, no lecture, vibes," dreaming of a viral laugh, not a war. Then came Stephen Colbert, his grin sharp, gray suit relaxed, tie askew, sauntering out with the swagger of a late-night icon. Known for his populist zingers, he opened with a cheeky jab, "Bill, you're saving the world, but are you just playing superhero with your billions?" The audience roared, the quip landing lightly, but insiders say Gates sensed the trap, nodding, "I'm here for real solutions, Stephen, not capes or gags." The crowd hummed, a few claps rippling as Colbert leaned in. "Solutions? That's bold. Let's see if you can sell it without a TED Talk." The tension flared instantly. Gates' removal ignited when he challenged Colbert's satirical take on his vaccine equity push. "Sell? Stephen, your jokes mock the billions without shots. I've got facts," he said, his tone firm, citing his foundation's $20 billion in health funding. Colbert's eyes gleamed, his grin turning razor-edged. "Facts. This is my stage, Bill. Not a boardroom, loosen up." The audience gasped, some cheering, others filming discreetly as Gates leaned forward. "Loosen up? I'm fighting for lives, you can't laugh that off." His retort was sharp, resolute, the crowd splitting, some clapping, others tensing, as stagehands watched, sensing the segment veering into chaos, emotion surging early. What's gripping? Everyone isn't just Gates' removal, it's how swiftly it turned seismic. Colbert waved to security. "Laugh off? You're killing my show, Bill. Time to go," his voice rising, edged with irritation, as guards escorted Gates off. The audience stirred, some shouted, others leaned in, as the clash took a raw turn, with Gates' resolve hardening, Colbert's order escalating, the night charging toward a stunning, heart-pounding peak, the confrontation just beginning to blaze. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert premises surged into a blazing spectacle last night, the air crackling, charged, as Bill Gates, his resolve a commanding force, intensified his fiery defiance outside the New York studio after being forcibly removed from the set, turning a breezy talk show segment into a viral wildfire that's already gripping the internet. Sources say after Gates' resolute claim, "You can't laugh that off," and Stephen Colbert's sharp order, "Time to go," followed by his escorted exit, the philanthropist doubled down on the sidewalk, fueling a dramatic clash that's inching closer to a seismic fallout. Gates, his navy sweater crisp, glasses glinting under the streetlights, pressed his challenge as he faced reporters. "Laugh off? Billions need vaccines, not Colbert's quips." His voice clear, steady, as he detailed his foundation's $20 billion push for global health equity. The audience, still audible from the studio doors, reacting fast, some cheering through the chaos, others murmuring, while a stagehand inside interjected, "Mr. Gates' outburst threw off our flow. We're back to normal." Their tone cautious, firm, drawing gasps, scattered claps from the stirred crowd, the tension thickening with every word. The stagehand's statement fueled scrutiny. Normal? Gates is exposing health crises that demands attention, sources say. Gates' eyes flashed, his stance unyielding. Attention? I'm revealing truths, not chaos. I'm ready. The comeback bold, laced with conviction. The crowd outside stirring, some chanting, "Gates, Gates," others tensing, as stagehands signaled, "He's relentless," their headsets buzzing, the scene slipping from orderly to electric, the clash intensifying. A reporter's voice sharpened. "Ready? You've challenged a comedy icon, Mr. Gates. That's huge." Her remark acknowledging, stoking Gates's fire. What fueled the blaze? Wasn't just Gates' removal, it was his defiance post-exit. Insiders report a show spokesperson pivoted. Challenged? Mr. Gates had his say, but this show's about satire. Their tone steady, defensive, and Gates struck back. Satire? Lives depend on action, not skits. Gesturing at his notes on vaccine distribution gaps. The crowd splitting wider, some shouting, "Gates is right," others gasping with phones filming, ex-posts surging. "Gates fights on," one read, racking up likes. As the clash grew fiercer, Gates's passion flaring. The sidewalk outside the studio pulsed with raw energy. Sources say Gates's voice carried, "Skits? Colbert's platform dodges global stakes, I'll prove it." His resolve trembling with conviction, and a reporter countered, "Prove? You're making waves, Mr. Gates, but it's risky." Their words measured, probing, the crowd roaring, some standing, others whispering, while stagehands signaled to hold steady, their hands waving. But Gates pressed on. "Risky. I'm their voice." Not his punchline. "You're underestimating me." His fire rising, the chaos swelling, with insiders noting, "He's owning the moment." The night charging toward a stunning, heart-pounding peak. Gates's defiance building to a dramatic response. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert premises erupted into a blazing emotional crucible last night. The air taut, alive, as Bill Gates, his resolve and unyielding force, amplified his fiery defiance outside the New York studio after his forcible removal, turning a breezy talk show segment into a gripping display of conviction that left onlookers electrified, show staff scrambling to manage the fallout. The echoes of Stephen Colbert's order, "Time to go," intensifying. Sources say Gates' resolute vow, "I'm their voice," not his punchline, after rejecting a reporter's caution, met the escalating chaos of the moment, inching closer to a dramatic response that sent shockwaves beyond the sidewalk. A spectacle, now dominating every platform. A show spokesperson, their tone firm but fraying, tried to quell the storm. "Mr. Gates, your health initiatives are serious, but this is a comedy show." Their voice laced with urgency as they addressed Gates' critique of Colbert's satirical take on his vaccine equity efforts. The crowd outside reacting fiercely, some cheering. Loudly, others murmuring while Gates's eyes gleamed. "Comedy. My truth is their survival, not your quip." His voice sharp, unwavering, the onlookers surging, cheers blending with gasps, as stagehands watched, hands twitching, the record holding, tension soaring. The spokesperson pressed harder. "Quip? You're defying a cultural platform, Mr. Gates. That's a high bar." Their jab cautious, personal, and Gates fired back. "Hi, I'm exposing health crises, not breaking rules." His words bold, trembling with passion. The crowd splitting, some shouting, "Go Gates!" others whispering, with phones filming, ex-posts exploding. "Gates stands tall," one read, trending fast. The spokesperson's gaze wavered. "Crises? "You're rewriting the narrative, Mr. Gates," their remark probing. The crowd roaring, some murmuring, "He's too bold," others pleading, "Gates is fearless," as the tide turned. What turned the clash into a wildfire wasn't just Gates' removal, it was his unrelenting stance. Insiders say he leaned forward. "Rewriting? Colbert's jokes dodge accountability. I'm amplifying their demands." His tone commanding, laden with resolve, and a reporter countered, "Amplifying? You're a guest, Mr. Gates. This is New York." Their retort measured, strained, the crowd surging, some clapping, others yelling with clips hitting X. Gates fire live, racking up shares as he responded. "New York? Their lives? Cut deeper. Brace yourself." His voice steady, the scene igniting. The area outside the studio became a cauldron of raw emotion. Sources report stagehands signaled frantically, their voices urgent. "He's relentless." But Gates pressed. "On brace?" Colbert's framing buries global stakes. "My cause is right." His gestures bold, voice cracking with conviction, while the spokesperson interjected. "Right? You're pushing limits, Mr. Gates. This is chaos." Their tone faltering, the crowd erupting, some waving signs, others live streaming, while Gates stood firm. "Chaos? I'm their justice, not his satire." His passion peaking, with insiders noting, "He's owning the spotlight." The night hurtling toward a stunning, heart-pounding peak, Gates's defiance building to a seismic response. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert premises hit their emotional zenith last night, the air crackling, alive, as Bill Gates, his resolve a blazing force, unleashed a powerful, heartfelt response outside the New York studio to amplify his accusations against Stephen Colbert's satirical framing of his global health initiatives, transforming a breezy talk show segment into a soul-stirring spectacle that left onlookers in awe, the media reeling, the fallout from Gates's removal intensifying. Sources say Gates' poignant vow, "I'm their justice, not his satire," after rejecting a reporter's caution, culminated in a searing plea that shook the sidewalk, pushing the clash closer to his bold action that stunned the world, a moment already fueling a viral firestorm. Gates, his navy sweater crisp, glasses glinting under the streetlights, landed a piercing blow. "Satire? Colbert's jokes bury the struggles of billions. I speak for them." His words raw, vivid, tying his accusations to communities without vaccine access, families ravaged by preventable diseases, the crowd reacting fiercely, some sobbing, others cheering. "Go Gates!" while a show spokesperson's face tightened. "Mr. Gates, you're challenging a host. That's a leap." Their retort firm, faltering, the onlookers surging, cheers blending with gasps as stagehands froze, headsets crackling, the record holding, emotion erupting. The spokesperson pressed, "Leap? You're stirring chaos, Mr. Gates, respect the show." Their plea urgent, personal, but Gates stood his ground. "Respect? I carry their pain. This stage can't bury my truth." His voice quivering, eyes glistening. The crowd roaring, some chanting, "Gates, Gates," others whispering, "He's unstoppable," as phones filmed, X posts exploding. "Gates shakes Colbert," one read, trending fast. The spokesperson's voice wavered. "Truth? You're escalating, Mr. Gates. This is serious." Their tone faltering, the crowd surging, some shouting, "Gates is winning," others murmuring, "He's too bold," as the tide turned. The clash reached a fever pitch. Insiders say Gates' voice soared. "Escalating? My cause is their hope. Their fight lives in me." His delivery piercing, recounting global health crises with searing clarity. From vaccine inequity to underfunded hospitals, the spokesperson's eyes widening, their composure softening. "Hope? You're passionate, Mr. Gates." Their voice barely audible, the crowd erupting, some standing, filming, others sobbing, with clips hitting X instantly. Gates' plea live. One read, racking up shares, another showing his fire. He's relentless, going viral, millions watching. Gates pressed, passionate? I'm their voice. Feel their fight. His resolve unshakable. The scene pulsating. Colbert's absence heavy. The studio's echo distant. What primed Gates bold? Action was his raw sincerity. Sources report the spokesperson gripped their notes. Voice? You've challenged this platform, Mr. Gates. Their tone a mix of respect, hesitation, as Gates fired back. Challenged? I'm their justice. Rethink your lens. His words unflinching. The crowd roaring, some rushing closer, others chanting. Gates' truth, as the spokesperson paused. You're heard, they conceded. The clash teetering, with insiders noting, he's rewriting the script. The night hurtling toward a stunning, heart-pounding climax. Gates' heartfelt, plea setting the stage for a move that would shock everyone. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert premises soared into a heart-stopping crescendo last night. The air electric, searing, as Bill Gates, his resolve an unstoppable force, unleashed a shocking, bold action outside the New York studio to amplify his accusations against Stephen Colbert's satirical framing of his global health initiatives, transforming a breezy talk show segment into a breathtaking spectacle that left onlookers in awe, the media reeling, the fallout from Gates's removal, reaching a fever pitch. Sources say Gates' resolute vow, I'm their justice, rethink your lens, after swaying the spokesperson's caution, marked the turning point that led to his stunning move, a gesture that silenced the crowd, a moment now fueling a viral wildfire. Gates, his navy sweater crisp, glasses a beacon of defiance, stepped into his power, his voice fierce. Rethink? I'll show their truth. As he pulled a tablet from his side, displaying a recorded compilation of testimonies from healthcare workers, patients, and community leaders in underserved regions, declaring, These are their voices, Stephen. Hear them. His gesture bold, unprecedented. The crowd reacting fiercely, some cheering wildly, others sobbing, while the show spokesperson's eyes widened. Mr. Gates, this is off script. Stop now. Their voice a mix of shock, urgency, the onlookers surging, cheers blending with gasps as stagehands stood frozen, headsets silent, the record holding, emotion erupting. Gates pressed forward. Off script, their pain demands accountability, not your satire. His words raw, piercing as he played the compilation, voices sharing stories of vaccine shortages, overwhelmed clinics, and resilient communities fighting for survival, amplifying his accusations. The crowd roaring, some chanting, Gates, Gates, others whispering, He's unstoppable, as phones filmed, X-posts surging. Gates drops bombshell, one read, trending fast. The spokesperson's composure faltered. You've made your point, Mr. Gates. We're listening. Their voice low, reflective, the crowd erupting, some shouting, Gates is winning, others murmuring, he's fearless, as the tide turned. The climax shattered all restraint. Insiders say Gates stood resolute. Listening? Their hope demands action, not your silence. His delivery a blend of defiance, empathy. The spokesperson's resolve wavering. Action? Your move's bold, Mr. Gates. It's noted. Their tone conceding. The crowd surging, some standing, filming, others weeping, with clips hitting X instantly. Gates move live, one read, racking up shares, another showing his gesture. He's a titan, going viral, millions watching. The spokesperson nodded. We're reconsidering, Mr. Gates. Your point's clear. Their words tentative. The scene pulsating. Gates's action landing. Their stance shifting. What primed Gates's shocking move was his unyielding sincerity. Sources report the spokesperson stared at the tablet. Clear? You've disrupted this narrative, Mr. Gates, their voice carrying newfound respect, as Gates stood firm. Disrupted. I've amplified their voices. Their trust demands it. His words final. The crowd roaring, some rushing closer, others chanting, Gates fire, as the spokesperson exhaled. You've spoken. We're reflecting. Their voice conceding. The clash teetering, with insiders noting, he's floored the scene. The night hurtling toward a stunning, triumphant resolution. Gates' bold action, the spark that stunned the nation. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert premises erupted into a soul-shattering triumph last night. The air electric, transcendent as show officials, their authority softened by awe, fully acknowledged Bill Gates's shocking action, displaying a recorded compilation of global health testimonies outside the New York studio, transforming a breezy talk show segment into a breathtaking spectacle that left onlookers in awe, Gates' resolve radiant, social media ablaze with the fallout from his removal from Stephen Colbert's show. Sources say Gates' bold declaration, I've amplified their voices, their trust demands it, after stunning the scene with his gesture, culminated in the official's stunning concession. You've spoken, we're reflecting, sealing, a viral moment that's already reshaping narratives. The show spokesperson, their voice heavy with acknowledgement, formalized the shift. Mr. Gates, your action's powerful. You've made your case. Their words deliberate, resonant, as they accepted Gates's point. The crowd reacting fiercely, some cheering wildly, others weeping, while Gates stood tall. Thank you. Their voices prevailed, his voice steady, triumphant. The onlookers surging chants of Gates, Gates, blending with sobs, as stagehands stood frozen, headsets silent, the record capturing every victorious moment, Gates' navy sweater, and glasses blazing under the New York streetlights. Gates's gesture reverberated. Insiders say he continued, Prevailed? Their hope fuels my fight. I carry it. His words poignant, tying his accusations to the demands of communities without vaccine access, from rural clinics to urban slums, the spokesperson nodding. Noted, Mr. Gates. You've shifted the conversation. Their tone respectful. The crowd roaring, some standing, filming, others shouting. He's unstoppable, with clips hitting X instantly. Gates owns the moment, one read, racking up shares, another showing his radiance. He's a titan, going viral, millions watching. The spokesperson concluded, We'll move forward, Mr. Gates. Their voice final, the scene pulsating, Gates' victory sealed, the confrontation resolving. The immediate aftermath crashed like a tidal wave. Sources say Gates stepped away. From the cameras, I stood for them, his voice a resolute whisper, aides guiding him through a swarm of reporters as the crowd buzzed, while show officials retreated. The matters noted, their tone reflective, the onlookers cheering, some still filming, others chanting, truth served, as security cleared the area, the night's end a blazing triumph. Online, X exploded. Gates shakes Colbert's show. One thread read, trending globally, his action lauded, the official's concession a viral marker. The fallout surged. Gates' tweet, Voices break satire, posted later, pulling 700,000 likes. Replies flooding, You fought for them, with memes captioned, Testimonies topple quips, flooding TikTok, Instagram. The saga's impact soared, Gates' advocacy cemented, his influence as a philanthropist spiking, while Colbert's silence sparked debate, some speculating, he'll respond, others noting, Gates stole the spotlight, the clash a global spark. The ripple effects are seismic. Analysts call it a shift. Gates redefined talk show confrontations, or shattered them, one said, shows eyeing bolder guests or stricter formats. While the public splits, half roar, he exposed a host, half question. Was it too far? The moment a fuse for what's next. The saga's reach stretches beyond New York. Gates' mission surges, his resolve unquestioned, his voice amplified, while Colbert's next move looms, anticipated. This isn't the end. It's a spark. Gates' next fight. Colbert's response. Poised to ignite. So if you're hooked on this drama, smash that subscribe button now. Don't miss the next blaze.